I can get rid of that like that, and then here.
Yeah.
Like that, probably.
That's
Can you see on the right hand side if I do like that? Can you see?
No. But that's the part we cannot zoom in, but we just want to show that you can access the console from the UI as well. But I think in this point, the point is actually just that it's pinging. So it's not that you need to see the command. Really. The point is that you see it's running uninterrupted while he performs the migration here. So that's really the reason for showing both.
It's really awkward typing. There you go.
It's hard to type.
Yeah. I'm using the history.
Yeah. That's the part that is annoying, but I mean, hopefully it's manageable. Like mine.
It's better like that, but it's resting on quite small feet. I'm a bit worried it'll slip off. That might be better.
There's no way to do this on in the UI as opposed to on the command line, the migration. Because I thought the goal was to do as little on the command line as possible.
We need to do some things on the command line. I'm sorry, Thibaut, but it's just the way it is. I mean...
I'm doing the pinging in the UI. No, exactly. Eventually.
Yeah, so I mean, the point is if you went to the terminal of a VM and then moved it, it doesn't really bring you much. And in the UI, we don't have the buttons to do live migration that would tell you, here is an instance, move it elsewhere. It's coming, but it's not there yet. So it needs to go through the CLI. I'm sorry, Thibaut.
I won't do it now.
Okay.
You've got the idea.
And then there is one video that I want to test the other one. I think it's a bit small, but yeah.
It's pretty small.
That's pretty small. But I mean, anyhow, we'll be explaining what is going on. Because I can also explain how easy it is, but it's more effective when you actually see it done in a minute, even if you don't see everything that's going on the screen. Okay. I know. That's the problem. So, I mean, I can skip the slide, but I just feel that, like, it's very nifty when you see, like, the whole component being upgraded in less than a minute with no downtime. Yeah. The problem is it's not visible. But, like, I would be explaining, basically. So when we start, I will say, so here what we have is LXD running 4 instances, 2 virtual machines and 2 containers. They are visible, as you can see, it's running version 4.0.9. On the right-hand side, we will just be going inside each of the instances to show the processes that are running. And then we will be proceeding with the snap refresh. But it's showing an important thing, but it's very pale. So it's a bit tough because it's not really visible.
Should we look at switching off these lights? I'm guessing maybe these full lights could probably go off.
Yeah.
For the benefit.
It's just like 50 seconds, but it's not really visible. Push the button. Oh, I think this is better, yeah. This will still be a little bit pale, but I think it's better than it was. Okay. And then once we get to questions, where is Yash? He disappeared. So we will say thank you, everyone. We will now be opening the floor for questions. For those in the room, just please raise your hand and someone will be there with the mic. For those watching us online, please submit the questions online, and we have a moderator here in the room. We will try to answer as many questions as possible, but in case we run out of time and we have a lot of questions, we will then make sure to do a follow-up blog with all the remaining answers. And so how do we want to? Thibaut, do you want to read the questions from the doc towards us?
Better,
Yeah.
I can be at the back, take the microphone.
Yeah. And then we can kind of switch between, well, questions in the room and then questions online, keeping track of time. And in case we run. Okay. Okay, so I will say then, please, those that are in the room, raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you so that everyone online can also hear the question.
So when you're introducing, hi to everyone, we're going to do Q&A at the end.
I think it's probably better to repeat, to tell them like this at the end, because otherwise people will forget.
Yeah.
The only worry is walking in front of the cameras.
Don't worry too much about that.
So you can always switch to the other camera. Okay. Are we okay? Is there anything else we want to test?
I don't think so.
Do you feel
I'm gonna-
prepared?
Yeah, as much as I can be. Yeah.
Same thing.
And it's better this side because I'm not going to trip over that
Yeah.
when I go there. So.
Yeah. Good.
So for the Q&A, do you want to stay at the bottom, or do you want to stay on? I think it's probably better if you stay up.
No, I think we will
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
here, like where we were. We'll just come closer outside of the lectern, and then we can answer questions. Tom, you're answering technical ones. I'm answering the non-technical ones, and we did the best we can.
Yep.
One of the feedback from Johnny is we need to address a bit more the business side of things. I don't know how to weave that in a little bit. Because right now it still feels very technical.
We'll try and explain, because there's going to be partners in the room, what business problem it solves. Because if they start having a think about how they can propose this to their customers, they need to quickly know, this is the problem, this is where I make money as a partner.
Mass production. That is the answer. So in the bits that I'm presenting, I am mentioning some of them, the cost, complexity, and the skills that you need, which is why this is an accessible solution for everyone. But I mean, I won't be specifically saying for the partners in the room, this just means you can mass produce clouds really quickly, but hopefully they can reach that conclusion as they're listening to us.
Yeah. So what will you say? You'll say that it reduces costs.
It reduces complexity, thereby not requiring specialist skills, meaning that you save money and time.
I would say, just give an example, like we know there are some partners in the room or some